It's quite funny that aside from Sachin being ahead of Chase King Virat Kohli in chases that came in winning cause, whether you look at their knock catalogs, the shortcut for which is man of the matches won in matches that were won while chasing. Sachin is clearly ahead in terms of the ratio of the awards won to the matches won. The gap gets bigger when you consider just the Sena teams, Sena plus Pakistan. Sachin is ahead, or you can take the pains to go through the catalog, the chase catalog of Sachin Tendulkar through Google. It will take time because it's not easily available. The recall is also quite difficult. And if you neutralize their era differences, like AB said recently, if it's a good wicket, you look at 400. In such an era, 250 was considered above par score. Look at how far ahead Sachin is of everybody in average and strike rate. He's the only batsman from 1990 to 2011 with an RPI of about 40. And then this is the chasing stats. When the mean strike rate was about 65 to 70, just short of 70, 69, 68, Sachin was striking at 93. For context, Rohit and Kohli today in this era, they chase with strike rate of 93 and 92. So those era differences are somewhat neutralized when you look at the relative stats, like this one in World Cup chases. Sachin is miles ahead of Kohli in both average and strike rate, especially strike rate. Then Sachin's astounding performance in tournament finals, nearly 93 average at 106 strike rate in his era. Now, before you shoot Coca-Cola Cup, CB series, etc., don't matter, then my dear friend, Kohli is not even a top 100 chaser in last 30 years alone. But aside from all of this, if you consider just the matches which India lost, which Sachin Tendulkar was the man of the match in, but India lost, which he could not finish, because those matches are for some reason more famous among casuals. And you compare those matches with Kohli's greatest ever chases, you will see the difference. The kind of support that Sachin got and the kind of support that Kohli got. I mean, Virat Kohli's greatest chases, 2 or 3 greatest chases are like 133. He came to the crease at 86 for 2 after 9 overs, right? So Sachin would start every chase at 0 for 0, right from the first over. You cannot expect him to play the full 50 overs, right? From the very first ball, face the best pace battery of the opposition and played for like 40 overs, 45 overs, 48 overs. Kohli did not play as many overs. Kohli is finishing these matches coming at 86 for 2 after 9 overs, or his 115 in 66 balls. He came at the crease at 178 for 1. And India lost its first wicket for 178. And then there is the other great chase knock of 100 of 52 balls where Kohli accelerated. He is the one. He is the best batsman in that match. But then only 1 wicket was lost for the entire chase. 362 for 1 is what the score read for India. And if you saw that match live, you could see that Kohli got ample support. He did not have to worry about falling short of partners from the other end. And he was getting ample support from the other end. He was the chief accelerator for a change. But here's a surprise. What happened when Kohli was a lone warrior like Sachin? There may be exceptions, but he lost most of the matches. When he did not have the support, just like Sachin. The 106 versus Australia that came in a losing cause, right? In 92 balls, he could not finish it, and then you would call him choker. 123 versus New Zealand, that also came in a losing cause, simply because he just could not get support from the other batter. So India lost that match. Kohli was not able to finish those matches, right? That's what happened with Sachin. So I've already covered how Sachin has a better record in chases in winning cause. Some examples of those knocks would be 117 versus Australia in Australia, 98 versus Pakistan in a World Cup. By the way, Kohli has zero zero chase catalog in World Cups. He has played 4. He's about to retire. Maybe he'll play the 5th, maybe not. But coming back to Sachin, there's Sharjah final 143 knock, 134 one was lost. Then there is 100 versus Australia in a red ball ODI where the pitch was difficult ODI, but Sachin smashed 100 of about 89 balls. And there are too many. There is 112 versus Sri Lanka in 107 balls in an Asia Cup match. And there are so many of those that have come in World Cups, whether won or lost, like 90 versus Australia in the 1996 World Cup. if you Google, you will see all these 27 or 30 man of the matches that Sachin has won in winning cause for chases. You will find those knocks, and they were absolutely breathtaking. But keeping aside that, if we talk of just the knocks that he did well in, but India lost, and then we say, oh, Sachin could not finish the matches, like Kohli does. No, Kohli did not. When Kohli did not get the support, when he was an actual lone warrior, India lost those matches. When Sachin was a lone warrior, India won most of the matches. They lost some 3, 4, 5 matches. Let's compare. So I said 133 for Kohli, that he started at 86 for 1. Now then 115, 100. For Sachin, it was 175 is considered his best now by a lot of fans. Next best scorer was Suresh Raina at 59 with a strike rate of 100, 59 and 59 balls. Then there is the Sharjah knock, right? 143 that he made, which India again should have easily won. Sachin played right till the end. He played 90% of the match. He finished, and India still lost. And you put it on Sachin, even though he played more number of overs and balls percentage wise, scored at a far greater strike rate than Kohli has for most of his chases. But we say Kohli finished those chases. Again, he did not, when he did not get support. Then there is the 140 versus Pakistan in Pakistan. Again, 141 Sachin. The next highest is extras, 37 extras. Then you got the 90 versus Australia in World Cup 1996. Sachin scored 90 of the 140 runs while he was at the crease. Rest of the batsmen played more balls, scored much lesser runs. The next best was 61 of 93 balls. There is 93 versus Pakistan in Australia. When Sachin was dismissed, India 50 runs off 15 overs. There are matches that happened against even Zimbabwe, against Sri Lanka, more matches versus Australia. The one where Sachin scored 62 of 38 balls, smashing McGrath all over the park. In that entire series in 2001, India lost that match miserably. There are too many knocks where when Sachin has not finished the match, India has lost the match because Sachin did not get support. At the same time, you can put them down in parallel with the lone warrior knocks of Kohli, who also lost when he did not get support, unlike Sachin, who also won a lot of matches just on his own, completely on his own. For example, the Sharjah final, Desert Storm, the World Cup match against Pakistan. He got support, but that was after he single-handedly destroyed Pakistan bowling, and after that it was a matter of time, right? So on Sharjah, when you say McGrath is missing, let me tell you, Michael Kasparich and Damien Fleming's bowling averages are 24 and 25, and the bowling averages of the current era bowlers, Cummins and Hazelwood, they are 29. So they are far behind even Kasparich and Damien Fleming, and there was Shane Warne too, right, in those Sharjah matches. So let's not even pretend that Australia C attack was bowling in those, because if Michael Kasparich is Australia C attack, then Cummins and Hazelwood are Ranji level bowlers, right? Sachin also has this 69 run knock in a final while chasing, I think, in Australia in 1992, which again India should have won, but they lost. And World Cups, right? Kohli has no chase catalog in World Cups. It does not exist. All the chases, great chases he has done with a lot of support, as I mentioned earlier, have been in the league stage matches of random tournaments, of random bilaterals, or maybe a tri-series here and there, which the current generation says does not matter at all. Tri-series and bilaterals are shit tournaments. Only ICC matters, only World Cup matters. Then Kohli has nothing in World Cups. Here are the World Cup chases. Sachin is far, far ahead in average, and especially in strike rate. Kohli, as usual, has very negative strike rate. So this is not a hate video. All I'm doing right now is giving more context on Sachin's chase prowess, because we have forgotten the kind of successful chases that he did back in the 90s or even in 2000s, and the records speak for themselves, right? These are the numbers. He was by far the number one when it came to chases in the 90s in his time. And if you neutralize those numbers and compare those numbers with modern day batsmen, he's again the number one batsman in chases in winning cause, and his greatest chase knocks that have come in lost causes, they are there because he just did not get any support. He did not finish the match. He was there from 0 for 0 from the very first ball, faced the best pace battery of the opposition, and played for like 40 overs, 45 overs, 48 overs. Kohli did not play as many overs. He came at 86 for 1, 178 for 1, batted in some matches where the final score was 362 for 1, India score. And when there was no support for Kohli, he lost those matches. As simple as that.